Okay, stage 4. Once you know stage 4, it is not really difficult, but if you do not know all the mechanics, it's quite difficult at the start. Let's see. This mob is not really hard, like he does wreck and blow, but it's easy avoidable, and he does not have a lot of HP, so you can kill him really fast. And you see again, I stood right next to the portal, so I can start damaging him right away. So even before other mobs are at my place, that dude is already dead. Then we have this mage. He also doesn't have a lot of HP and he will die pretty quickly. Just make sure like his light attacks, they don't do a lot of damage, but if you have 2-3 of those mages light attacking you, it takes away quite a lot of your HP. So try to avoid it or just kill him really fast. And he has this fire AoE, as you can see he's charging it right now. Just don't walk into it, it's easy avoidable. You also saw the mages, they sometimes heal themselves, so just interrupt it or make sure that he's dead before he has the possibility to heal himself. Now you see there, this small, I don't know, Dwemer ball or whatever you want to call it. They spawn from time to time during all the rounds on this stage 4. Make sure to kill them, like they spawn on the outer side and they always go somewhere into the middle, and then it takes them like 3 to 5 seconds to charge up, and when you haven't killed them by then, they will get a massive shield, like 70k shield, and it is a pain in the ass to kill that dude. The reason why you need to kill him is once he's set up there, he starts shooting those lightning strikes or lightning fields at you. They don't deal a lot of damage, but if you get hit by 2 or 3 and some other mobs, you're very dead. So really, make sure to kill them. If one gets a shield up, just like drop your AoE stuff there or some of your dots, and then it will take him. Like it will take the shield away, and yeah, it doesn't have a lot of health, so basically 1 or 2 hits and it should be dead. It's really most difficult is that you have to be aware where they spawn, because they're really sneaky. You see one of those Dwemer balls is trying to get again into the middle to set himself up, but it dies so fast. And now this is the last mob on this round. It's a kind of a mage. He does light attacks and he does those fire AoE things on the ground. He's not really dangerous, but if you can, try to avoid his attacks and just DPS him down really quickly. So now we have those big Dwemer mobs again. They shoot darts at you. It deals. The damage is not too high, but if you get hit from 2 or 3 of the same at the same time, you're gonna most likely die. Also, when you are very close to them, they do kind of a ground stomp, so make sure not to be in their AoE. And they have a big shock AoE attack, so they usually charge up and then a big shockwave is coming to you. You really want to avoid that, because it when you get hit, it deals insane damage and it stuns you at the same time. So it's, if something else hits you at the same time, you're dead most likely. So you really want to try to avoid that. Then we have the little Dwemer spiders again. Like, they're not really dangerous, but if they are, like, one doesn't deal a lot of damage, but later on, 2, 3 or 4 at the same time they spawn, and if they all hit you, it's pretty heavy damage. Also, make sure to kill those Dwemer spiders fast, because again, they can set themselves up with a blue protection shield, and then other mobs will go charge themselves up there, and then they deal kind of enrage damage, and basically even light attacks can almost one-shot you. So really make sure, if one of those Dwemer spiders sets up this blue bubble field around himself, make sure to kill him really fast. So the previous round we had this fire mage, now it's a shock mage. Here you have to be careful, he does this shock AoE, like he ports a U, charges AoE and then releases a shockwave on the ground, which will knock you down, so try to avoid it and make sure to kill the other mages, the small mages that heal themselves first, because you don't want them to heal this bigger mage. Now you see I wasn't careful enough, and one of those Dwemer balls set up his shield, and it's huge, so it's really annoying. I really should have been more careful. So now you see the mob on the right side, this Shockwave Aoe, that like he launches a shockwave on the ground, and if you stand in there you get knocked over, and it deals quite a lot of damage, and if you get hit by something else you're dead. So you see it takes him like 1 to 2 seconds to charge up, so it is easy avoidable. Okay, now you saw the Dwemer dude there. He shot his this shockwave at you. If it hits you, it deals insane damage and it stuns you. And you see there's two of those Dwemer dudes, and yeah, if both do that and both hit you, or like if you get hit by one of those and the other dude does a light attack, you're almost on 0 health. So you really want to avoid those. Luckily they don't move super fast, so you have, if he shoots it directly at you, you have time to avoid it. Now you see it's a lot of mobs, and I basically have to run away. I have to kite them around, because if all hit me at the same time I'm most likely dead, so I really have to try to kite them and deal damage at the same time. Okay, that is this field bubble I talked earlier about. If like the other Dwemer guys can charge their energy up on this, and then they will get this enrage damage. Also the mob, like after 5 seconds, will be finished charging, and then they deal a shit ton of damage. So you really have to make sure to kill him as soon as possible. Now here there is a melee dude and 2 mages. They're spawning at the same time. Make sure to kill the 2 mages first. They don't have a lot of HP, but if you don't kill them, they will heal the melee dude. After the 2 mages are dead, yeah, you can kill the melee dude. He's not really difficult. He spits fire, wrecking blow, but those attacks are all easy avoidable, and yeah, it's the last mob before the boss, so there is nothing else that spawns apart from those Dwemer balls. Now if you have Dwemer balls up with a shield, make sure to kill those Dwemer balls first and then kill this mob. Because if you don't kill them, then you will have them on the boss stage, and the Shockwave Aoe they do together with the boss damage or some other mob will most likely kill you, so you want to have a clean start. Okay, now the boss round. You really want to make sure to not have any of those Dwemer balls at the start. So the boss will come down the wall, and you have, after he's finished, he will start charging his lightning strikes, and there is a safe zone under the boss itself. So when you're under there, the green stuff you see, you will not get hit by those lightning strikes. So you really want to make sure to go down there. And now you see there is no other mobs, so now it's your time to burst down the boss. Basically, like, it always depends how much damage you pull out, but if you have a high DPS build, you will be able to drop him to like 30%. Okay, let's see. So now, after some time, he will stop doing the lightning strikes, and then when you see the green zone moves, like disappears, you have to go away because he has those fire breaths under him, and they will almost instantly kill you if you stay there. You also saw that those Dwemer balls continue spawning, so like if you have enough DPS, you can ignore them or just AoE them down together with the boss, kind of like, but usually I kind of ignore them if I can burst down the boss to like 40% and I know I will kill him in the next phase. Okay, let's see. Also, now 2 mobs spawned, Dwemer Spider and Dwemer, what, I don't know, those that shoot the darts, you will see. Always keep moving because you see he throws those fireballs at you, and if you get hit by a fireball and a mob or one of those Dwemer balls shoot a lightning strike at you, you're most likely dead. So you really want to make sure to keep like your healing buffs on you, or shields if you have, or like something, and always move around. Then I always kill the Dwemer Spider first, because I'm afraid it will charge up, so it doesn't have a lot of health, so I just nuke it down ASAP. Now you see I killed off the Dwemer dude there. If you want, you can also root him, like if your class has any like stun skills that go for pretty long, because you can ignore fossilize or prolong suffering or stuff like that works perfectly, and then you can focus on the boss. But really, you don't. If you don't have something like that, make sure to kill him, because if that mob shoots shit at you while you're under the boss and those Dwemer balls shoot lightnings at you, it's a lot of damage that will most likely kill you. Now you also saw on the left side there is no more fire under the boss. So now there is a point where we have to run under the boss as fast as possible again to damage him. Then the green zone comes again, and during that time no mobs will spawn apart from the Dwemer balls, but we kind of can ignore them if we want to. Okay, I got quite lucky because I had to go range again, but I managed to kill him. Like, if you don't manage to kill him, there will be again two mobs spawning, a mage and a melee dude, a Zork melee. And that Zork melee dude, he has a bolt escape, and usually he stuns you at the stupidest time. Like when the boss throws fireballs at you and the dude stuns you, then you're more like dead. You really want to, yeah, avoid that. But if your damage is not too bad, then you should be able to do it like I did now, like 2 rounds maximum, and then he's dead. If not, then every stage there will be more mobs and it will get more difficult. So you really want to make sure to kill him in the first two rounds there with the green shit.
There is trial.